My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids.
Hello everyone! Alright, this is gonna be a fun new series, so since we're in need of new content, I thought, well, what can I even do for a video? And I thought, you know, why not do something fun and like a Photoshop challenge? It's where I actually have to put back the detail on the Hasbro release. I think it's a very fun thing to do for a video. It's a very fun concept, and I thought to stay relevant, I will pick two bays, which will be Salvage and Roar, which is from the upcoming Wave 2. And the goal is just to Photoshop as much detail as I possibly can to the original, but while trying to stay true to what Hasbro. So for an example, if it's really complicated or whatever, I'll probably skip out on it, but it's really just more for fun than anything, which is, you know, really the goal of this video. So make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and this can just really give you a good perspective on how awful the detail is on the bays, since I'm now dedicating a series just to showing how much detail they could have if they just put it on there. So the first thing we need to start off with is going to be the chip. Now if you notice on the chip, when they're filling out the sections of the gold, they're just putting it all on there, but there are little blocks in between that shouldn't be painted. So we're going to fix that by first putting blue, which is a very easy thing to do. So yeah, it is a very fun thing to do, because the idea is just, we gotta stay as close as we can as possible. So I'm just trying to do that because they didn't have to add so much gold on there, and it is kind of distracting. I should also mention here with my shaky hand that they also forgot to put the gold right there on that section. Okay, so basically what I did here to fix up the section is I tried to do a little color pick on the thing to try to match it, and then after we get a little bit closer now on the wings to now it looks actually very much closer to the original. Now the other issue with this next part is that actually I'm blind as a bat, so I'm gonna put on my glasses for this next part because it's now the top part of the core, and as well the middle. It actually pisses me off because I didn't realize how many details they actually miss out on with these bays that really I don't understand, because that's actually what, and there's the stupid red highlight. Oh my god! So that's why this was confusing me. So this section here shouldn't even be gold, it should be red. Oh my god. I was trying to say, and that's where the joke of the, oh, it looks like a McDonald's toy comes from. Yeah, it doesn't go all the way, well, I let it slide for that, you know. I'm not trying to do like a perfectionist. So the next part is the little eyebrows on here. Now the issue with doing the eyebrows is that they got these stupid holes on, which means I have to lower the feathering on this because it's gonna do it weird. They have holes on the chip, which I don't like, which if you're wondering why they have holes on the chip, it's not real, there's no real good reason for it. It's like people have tried to come up with reasons, like there are reasons, right? There are reasons why, but is it a good reason? Not really. I think to my memory, it's just how they designed it. They basically do a very cheap design of the core, right? And then after the eyebrows go a little bit down. They do a cheap design of the core, and then after that little holes is just like excess plastic or whatever. Honestly, they don't need to do the holes. It's such an unnecessary detail. So now I get to give life to this thing, and oh, would you look at that? We're gonna, don't want to push it too much. And then after, there you go. Now it's got like the eyebrows. So now we're getting closer. Now this section is where it's weird because this part's actually red, but I had to also put the little like lines down. Maybe I do that after. Okay, so we're still doing the core. What else are we missing? And then after we kind of got the white there. So that's not too bad. So now the thing that's going to be really annoying to Photoshop now is going to be the V and the thing of like the little crown, because yeah, And it really goes to show you how much detail is snuffed away. Just look at the core. Actually, you won't know. I'll do before and after when I'm done. Okay, next part is this. So in the original one, this section right here, and I'm just gonna go where it should be red. Yeah, that should just be all these little parts right here. This should just be rubber. Or at the very least, it should be colored the right thing, which is red. I don't know why they... Oh. Technically, it's more of a darker red, but... yeah, we're gonna just... I think on these sections here, I can just do the block. And I think, yeah, one problem... We can fill this with some white. Okay, this is how the original one looks like from where we started off, and then after, once they did all the details, all the little edits, this is basically what it looks like. So honestly, it's like, not perfect, obviously, it's just a fun little Photoshop idea. It really gives you the perspective when you're looking at it about how much detail Hasbro erases in these products and how pathetic it is, because essentially, they're giving you already a garbage product because it doesn't have the gimmicks, it doesn't have what it should have had, like the original Japanese product, which people make these stupid defenses towards the company, which I still don't get why they shouldn't do it. But what's even funnier is, like, such a difference. Like, they always do this. They always take shortcuts and everything, and the bays look like garbage. So our first bay is completed. So thank God. The second one's actually not as bad because it's not much work I have to do. It's Roar Balkesh. So we're going to do Roar Balkesh next. So here we have Roar Balkesh now. There's one big issue with Roar, which I basically have to now fix in the thing, which is that Roar's chip is not this sort of dark purple that they have going for it. It's actually black on there. So I have to basically now guess and do filters until... So I have to basically first put a filter just to get this out. I think I can just do it like this. Because I'm looking at the thing right now. I understand that... Like, the general appearance of the thing. I understand why they did the purple, because you do see the purple transparency if you look at it, but... For the chip, if they're going to go with the color, the dominance that you see really is more on the black. What you could do is I could just do maybe a little bit... Wait, how is this working? Yeah, so then I'll probably just do like this, where... Yeah. I'd probably just have it painted more black, but you still see some of the purple there. I think that's good. Okay. So what else is the chip missing? Well, there's the little tiny details on the side there, but those are patterns I can't really do, so I could just fill it out. There's little patterns on the inside, which I can't. Now, the first part's the really easy part, which I don't know how they missed out on this. It's really simple. So Roar, if you remember, has two little horns. That one should have been... Oh, no, they couldn't do it. Look at what happened. I can barely paint it, because... Yeah, because the stupid holes on the chip. So the holes on the chip basically forbid... Ugh, that's so dumb. So it's a dumb restriction they put on themselves. Also, if you notice this, they've kind of learned from the community making fun of the whole eye thing, so that's why the eyes are kind of adjusted with the holes. I still think it looks really bad. But... yeah, okay. I think also, I can probably save time, but I don't think it'll let me do it. No. Okay. I'll do that after. The chip is kind of already done, but I guess people probably want me to fill out. I guess it wouldn't be a video, so I guess... Okay, so I gave the detail in the inner parts of the chip. I think that's it, because they already did the mouth part there. So honestly, the chip wasn't missing that much. I'll tell you what it is missing. The burst stopper on it, and the rubber. Okay, so now is the next part. So thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fuse these two so it stops getting annoying. So the next part is really just putting the detail on the actual blade, which this part's actually the easiest. So all you gotta do is I just gotta find the sections where it is, so it's not the long parts, it's just right here. Which I don't know why they didn't bother. They always do, this is like a joke I like to do, where it's, they always do like half. So they'll always do half detail, and I don't know what makes them think it's okay. It's not okay. It's never gonna be okay. Okay, there we go. And then after basically you got the... Wait a minute. That's not right either. Why'd they do that? I just realized this should be teal, so... No wonder this thing is confused. No wonder these bays confuse me, because they had paint on these weird sections that... I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, they should be paint... I'm pretty sure this part too. So, if you're wondering, that part should be like teal, not purple. Yeah, that's close enough. And then after, it's kind of it. There's the other parts on the inside, but like that's really hard for me to just do, and I don't think they would. I think they've done it with Switch Strike, but I don't think they would do it again. I'm gonna attempt to do it anyways for the sake of the content. So what I'm gonna do is that, because it's a white lines and it has a gradient and there's like a little blue thing. They wouldn't do that, even if this was SSD. So what they're gonna do is, you know, like, really just reach for the stars on this one. Oh my god, I think I'm doing it. This is like so far off. This is gonna be like the perfectionists are gonna get me on this. They're gonna say, oh, you actually, the shapes are not close at all. And you're probably right. Just realized I could have probably just done this on a layer and copied and pasted it, but that's way too smart. And again, like we do here on the channel, it's the stubborn way. So I don't really care about the pattern anymore. So we're just gonna do whatever. There you go. Okay, so that is Rohrbal Kesh with Photoshop, the original. Wow, look at that. The Photoshop right here. This is the Photoshop. I hate when I do that. Okay. So this is Bahamut's final product. Original. So you can just see how much detail is actually erased on this and how lazy they are in filling it in with the wrong paint. It's actually really annoying to look at. So we've done it. We've done it for the video. This is it. We got our two final products. This was such a fun video to do. It's a long video. I actually have to do so much cutting on this thing because, dude, it's a lot. Oh no, I cut the wrong layer. Now when you look at the two side by side, oh boy, would you look at that. I gotta say that it was honestly like pretty crazy just to add all the detail back in. And yeah, again, it does make you really just think about how poorly done these bays are and how cheated Hasbro fans are at getting this. Like, dude, there's no gimmicks. There's the bays hollowed out, they perform like garbage, and you don't even get the detail right. And now you get to see how these things could look like with detail. And man, it looks a lot better. Does it mean that if these bays had the detail, the bays would be better? Better looking, not better in terms of performance, obviously, but I think that's where we're ending off this video. So the next sequel for this video will be on the following wave with Guilty, Lunar, and Astral Spryzen. So stay tuned for that. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.